Hello everyone, welcome back to the Somnium files, where last time it got super weird. We saw Iris's corpse in real life, and then we went into Sosajima's Somnium, and then we saved Iris, and then when we came back to the real world, she was alive. Stuff like that. Also, prisoner number 89 escaped with Renju, who had also escaped before from the hospital, so a lot of things. Now we were investigating with Iris. We just went to the Kamakura office, which was very cringy but fun, and now we're going other places. There he is, he escaped from us. Alrighty, we were just about to keep it going. Many places to go, and this was just to have some food, apparently. Going to the Gold Store's warehouse again, I don't know why, but anyway, let's go to Sunfish Pocket. I saw a familiar face as I entered. It was Mizuki. Iris and I sat at Mizuki's table. Wait, you're like a platinum member or whatever. Not even Ota was...
Why are you two together? Oh, well, it's... Forget it. Thanks for letting me stay last night. Oh, no trouble at all. Anytime. You can even live with me if you want. That's a great idea. The roommate I have right now really sucks.
Bruh.
This girl.
Okay. What are you doing here?
What are you gonna do, scold me or something? Why do you care what I do?
Why are you so angry?
I'm not angry. In fact, I'm feeling good.
Excuse me.
The mermaid took me to the corner of the store. We talked to her before.
Mizuki was crying earlier.
Crying?
Yes, we were trying to cheer her up. What happened to her mom was... And we thought she was having a hard time.
Well, at least your dad didn't die this time, so something.
That's probably why she stayed with Iris last night. She didn't want to be alone.
Shoko's body is still under the jurisdiction of the police. There has not been a ceremony, nor has the body been cremated. The culprit has not been caught, and we cannot locate Renju. And on top of that, her roommate has abandoned her.
I did not abandon her.
In any case, there are many ways you could calm Mizuki down.
Oh, we
Mizuki
did
is
save her
just trying to
friend.
act strong.
So that's definitely gonna help her.
Please, try to understand.
By the warehouse. Is there anyone else we know?
Asking me about?
Oh, really?
I was just curious.
That company was made by my grandpa, but Daddy has nothing to do with it. I don't know anything about the warehouse.
The shells on their chests are working hard, yeah. I wanted to see if there's other people we could talk to because... Well, it doesn't make sense. Like, usually you wouldn't be able to talk to random people, like, on the background. But we have only a couple more files of people to go. So I really wanna get them, see who they are. We'll get them soon, eventually. Keep talking about this?
I thought I told you this already.
Yeah.
Don't ask me the same questions over and over.
Date, look.
Is she lying about it?
She's lying?
Possibly. She may just be excited or upset.
About Renju?
The police asked me a bunch of questions, but I don't know where he is.
Mizuki's sitting there. X-ray again. We've done this already. Let's see if Iva says anything.
That was just a nice hit, Bones.
Was Renju here?
I've heard that Renju was sighted here.
When do you mean?
When? I got the info a few minutes ago, but I don't know when he was seen.
Oh.
Ringing any bells?
Well, he hasn't come by today, but yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yesterday?
But I was here yesterday.
It was after that. After you and
Okay.
Ota left.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
You didn't ask. And I don't have any way to contact you.
Damn
You
it.
asking for my number?
You just missed it.
But he was. Why would he be here when he had run away? It's kind of weird.
He was looking for Iris. He was asking everyone where she was.
Looking for me?
Yeah.
She was supposed to die yesterday, not today, right?
Did he give a reason?
So like, I'm wondering if Renju knew anything about the Somnium and like the fact that we saved her or anything. Because maybe he himself killed her or something like that.
No, not in particular.
Iris, can you think of why he would be looking for you?
No, not at all.
Mizuki?
I don't know either.
Anyone else you can tell? Anything else?
Anything else? Well, he did seem really sick.
Sick.
He
Well,
was
yeah.
pale and sweating a lot.
He was hurt and ran away from the
Must
hospital.
have been because of the accident.
Perhaps.
Perchance, what do you like in men? Sorry,
Well,
guys.
a triple board sea devil or an Anacanthus barbatus.
What?
That's a mouthful.
About your relationship with Mizuki?
Mizuki comes here a lot.
Yeah.
She's really friendly with everyone.
I like it here. Everyone treats me nice.
Is it because you're the daughter of the owner?
No, it's not like that.
We're BFFs.
She wields extraordinary power with that trident.
The Okiura family is really something else.
Iris? Oh, her visitor. We want to know about that.
When I was just starting out. You know how my mom is
Yeah.
single? He really supported her.
Yeah, well, they knew each other from
He
school,
even changed
right?
my diaper when I was a little baby.
That's normal.
I got hired by Lemniscape all because of him. Iris used to stream all her own content. Like singing and dancing and gaming and stuff. But before we knew it, she went viral.
Right, I heard about that. That's how she started getting offers, right? But because Iris's mom knows Renju, she decided to go with Lemniscape.
But there's more to it than that. There are other reasons. Daddy was totally taken in by her talent.
Her talent?
Dancing, really. Her dancing is what got her into Lemniscape. He knew ever since she was young that she would be talented. He didn't want any other agencies to have her.
I didn't know that.
Daddy's not the type to give compliments.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit creepy now that we know about him, but
Embarrassing.
I guess it's
Me
fine.
that way.
He's a criminal. It's whatever. You like dancing. Why are we talking about this? I mean, we're knowing more about the people that we know, so that's not bad.
Well, maybe about the same as eating. Anyway, I've always loved moving my body ever since I was a little girl. And you're fast, too. Yeah, I did a lot of track meets.
Were you always the anchor?
That's amazing.
Hey, want to hear something cool? Iris is the goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology. She's the messenger of the gods. She's really fast.
Rainbows being so fast to disappear was the source of the legend.
You're as fast as your namesake then.
You want to race?
Sure. Let me get the chance.
Why are we doing this, man? We're a grown man.
Right here? Oh, I want to see too.
Me too.
I would also like to see that.
She gonna dance here?
I don't know. Come on, just show us. But
She's wielding the trident. You have to say yes.
all right, I'll go set up. Wait.
Are we doing this? The mermaid, the mermaid didn't listen and hurried off.
Jeez. Fine, if you insist.
Yay! Iris, we're ready.
Where is she?
All right, world.
All right.
Get ready. See my dance. Invincible rainbow arrow. Hit it. Teacups that are flying,
Oh, she did.
on maps
I
mystifying,
thought it was her.
think that I'm flying, this old tale of mine, a journey through time.
Cool that they translated the song at least.
A permanent fire, cold frost on the pyre, fruit never expires. You've seen in your eyes.
What the heck?
You've seen in your mind. While the old bow their heads, while the blind meet the blind, the marble loses shine, the eye clouds by design. But we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth, that if we believe we can make miracles. Even with the devils of time against you, never let the fire fade in you. See the golden goddess with wings of rainbows, set sail through the night sky to embrace you. Resist, allow your heart to take you. Never let this merciless world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be made
That was long, dude. I swear I played this game because of the murder mystery. It's not what it looks like. Okay, I wasn't expecting a full-on song translated and dubbed, so pretty cool.
That song.
It would be interesting to see how it is in the
Mr.
Japanese
Akira wrote the music,
dub.
so it holds a special place
Oh.
in my heart.
He wrote this.
That's right. I forgot he wrote music.
Yeah, I had no
Yeah,
idea.
he's really talented. I look up to him. He's done so much for me. I know I can rely on him more than anyone else.
Cool. That was something. I shouldn't... I don't know. Visitor, you gonna tell me about that?
Iris, I still need to know.
That's very important.
What were you doing Sunday at 2 a.m.?
I'm guessing if it wasn't Renju, it was either So or... Well, we thought it was So because she went to the fishery, but now it could also be 89, right? Well, no. 89 was not free then, right?
You haven't fulfilled your promise.
This is the date. I fulfilled my promise.
I told you. No info until the date is complete. Don't you get it? This date isn't over yet.
She's so gonna get killed before we finish the date. Or she's gonna get kidnapped like we saw in the flowchart. Do you know this mermaid?
She's my friend from back when I worked here. We would hang out outside of work too. We'd go to haunted places and UFO sightings and stuff.
What?
blow those boys away. Blow those boys away.
What?
Yeah, blow those boys.
Mizuki? Please don't.
Mizuki, you really shouldn't say that.
This game, man. The translation did.
We didn't find
They did a really good job with the translation. I mean, I haven't seen it in Japanese, but it seems like they did.
But we discovered that he was looking for Iris.
But why?
We can think about that later. Let's get going.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Ikeme Shrine. I'm not sure why. Oh, well, Hitomi told us about her past year, right, with 89, but I don't know why this would help. What the frick?
You okay?
It's okay.
This happened before, didn't it?
Missed a step there.
And after that, she said she was gonna die soon, and then she was like, that was a joke. So maybe she does have some sort of disease or condition. Right? Let's see what she has
Mr.
to say.
Okura isn't here. I mean, of course he isn't. It's not like we came here right away.
He's already taken off.
Oh, cause did someone say they saw him here? Guess so.
Too bad.
My question, I wonder about this, like when you have many places to go in an investigation, if anything changes if you decide to go in different orders.
It
Probably
looks
not.
like there are no further clues here.
Doesn't look like it.
It appears we've wasted our time.
Your thoughts?
It's nostalgic. This place is a memorable one for me. 6 years ago, I used to come here with someone.
Someone.
Someone?
I used to call him Uncle.
Oh,
He was a thoughtful, reliable
89.
man.
Yeah.
I thought of him as a father.
Or Falco,
One
was
day,
it?
He just disappeared.
She's talking about.
Hitomi's lover.
Two lovers. About this uncle.
When you asked me why I became an idol, I wasn't being entirely truthful. I told you that it was because I wanted to become famous. But more specifically, it was for Uncle. I've been looking for him for 6 years. But I didn't find him anywhere. I didn't know where else to look. So instead of me finding him, I thought that he could find me instead.
You think if you became famous, he'd contact you?
Yeah.
So that is why she became an idol.
I mean, it's also been my dream since I was little. That's a part of it, too.
So why do you use the name Asa? Shouldn't you use your real name?
Oh no, I don't have to. He was the one who came up with the name Aset.
Oh,
He told me that if I ever became an idol, I should use that name.
really? Why?
It's called Ikume Iribiko Isachi no Mikoto, or
Okay.
sometimes Ikume Tenno, or Ikume no Mikoto.
Great.
There are legends about this place written in the old text. It's a shrine
Is it a real
dedicated to the
place?
gods. The old legend goes like this. One day, Ikume Iribiko sent one of his followers, Taji Momori, on an urgent quest to find a mysterious magical fruit. A fruit called Tokijiku no Kaku. It's said that eating it will grant you immortality. After many hardships, Taji Momori was able to find the fruit, but by the time he got back, Ikume Iribiko had died. Taji
No.
Momori mourned. He handed half of the fruit to the man's wife, and he left the other half on Ikume Iribiko's grave, then died on the spot. It is said that that fruit is still inside the shrine behind us.
Really? Fruit of immortality.
Yes. Not interested?
No, not really. I'd rather have normality than immortality.
What are you looking at?
A flower over there.
Flower?
What?
You can't see it from here, can you?
Nope.
I know it's there because I've been to this shrine before.
I'm 30. I can turn my neck just like you can. Am I 30? How old is this guy? I think he's 30 or 20. I'm guessing 30. Yeah, he's 30. I'm curious about the flower Iris is looking at. Those flowers? Envy? It's gonna tell us
An
what it
iris.
is. Oh, an
More
iris.
specifically, a winter iris. This is the same flower that was on display at Iris's
Oh.
house.
Yeah. Pretty cool. Winter iris.
Yeah. How did you know? It's the same kind that's at my house. I told you about what it means, right?
Good news and hope.
Iris is also a part of the eye. And
Yep.
the Greek goddess of rainbows.
Yeah, we know.
A messenger goddess. I told you at Sunfish Pocket, right? That's why the flower means good news and hope.
Cool.
Date, we have no time to waste. We should get moving.
Doesn't look like it. We're just chilling. But now things could get interesting. But this is cool. We're getting to know Iris more, which is fine after we saved her life. Not bad.
I saw it. I'm sure. Your corpse, Iris. Right here.
But I'm here now. Maybe I'm a ghost.
You don't look like a floating sheet. You have legs.
But maybe they're not legs. Maybe they're my boobs.
Why would you say that, dude? I tried to picture Iris' breast swinging down there like that. Why? And then I decided not to. Yeah, you should have done that before.
Didn't you say that you saved me in your dream? What did you mean by that?
I told you that I'm with an organization called Abyss, right?
Yeah, you told me 2 days ago.
We find clues in the minds of suspects and witnesses. We enter what we call Somnium, a dream world projected by their subconscious. That's what the entire organization is.
How do you even
It's
do
about.
that?
We have a machine that we call the sync machine.
What is that?
It's a sync machine.
Cool.
That's not an explanation. Tell me how it works.
Read the files, dude.
I can explain, but it will require a bit of background to understand.
Background?
Is there anything that looks different? Not really. Oh, we're gonna talk about this?
Nanotech? Yeah, technology related to really small things. Like really teeny tiny things. And when they make a machine, they're called nanomachines. I heard they use them a lot for medical and tech fields. Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know if it was like beep, beep or rrr. But anyway, nanotechnology costs tons of money. Only a few people can even afford it. My college professor said only the richest of the rich have nanotechnology. But he's pretty liberal, so...
Largely accurate. Nano is a prefix meaning 10 to the negative 9th power. A nanometer is therefore 0.0000000001 meters.
Cool.
The sync machine uses machines approximately 2.16 nanometers long. Viruses are on average 20 to 970 nanometers. So sync nanomachines are far smaller than that. This allows them to access neural circuitry. During a sync, the nanomachines are used to write in the syncer's data.
Do you know the BBB?
I've heard of it. The blood-brain barrier, right? Inside the skull, there's
What?
an army of little teeny tiny soldiers that surround the brain. They protect the brain from bad stuff in the blood, right?
That's almost it, yeah.
The blood-brain barrier describes the architecture of the microvessels of the brain. It is a kind of shield that protects the brain. To get through, an object must be no larger than 0.4 nanometers. Objects too large to slip through the barrier cannot physically access the brain.
Watch a system?
I guess not.
Something
No, I
computer
know
made
what
of.
it is. It's the core programming behind AI, right?
Whoa.
That's right. What's wrong?
What?
You're shivering.
I mean, I would be too.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
What's going on, dude? Are you a robot?
To borrow Pewter's
Or something?
explanation, with the advent of the Wadjet system,
What's
we can extract the data. of
what's
the
up with
human
Iris,
psyche.
dude? Her fainting and this and... Are you an android?
This
or
data
something?
is sent to the brain, which achieves the sync.
What are you, dude?
Okay, you have the basics down. Let me explain how syncing works. Syncers like me equip the sync gear and use it to access the subject's brain. Inside the helmet are nano cables, and on the tip of each of these cables is a special nano machine. But the machine can't reach the brain through blood alone. Do you know why?
The BBB soldiers say go away and push them back?
Well, yeah, kind of. But for the sync to work, we have to get the nanomachines into the brain itself. How do we do that?
Drill a hole in the skull?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
In Shovel Forge, you can use a pickaxe and...
No, it has nothing to do with tools. We don't have to open a hole. Skulls already have holes in them. One of those holes is the optic canal, which is a nerve canal located behind the eyes. The nanocables of the sync gear go through your eyes,
Really?
then go to the back of your eye socket, then through the optic canal to the sea.
Interesting.
The sea of brain cells, anyway.
That sounds kind of romantic.
It's only a chunk of protein.
Is that how it works? I kind of didn't want to know
Once
that.
the nanocables arrive at their destination, they can begin the sync process. They slide into the brain like roots of a tree, and on the tip of each cable, the nanomachine sends and receives data. This is controlled by the Wadjet system, and that's how the sinker and the subject exchange information.
Exchange?
Think of it this way. The human brain has a max capacity of one psyche, one consciousness.
Multiple instances of consciousness inside one brain can cause a total collapse of higher brain functions.
You know how a car only has one steering wheel? If there were two, there would be accidents all over the place.
Well, don't some planes have 2 control sticks?
Okay, maybe it wasn't the best metaphor. What I'm trying to say is that the human body can only hold one person. If you try to have 2 people inside one brain, it will break.
I see.
Keep it going.
Because of this, the sinker's data goes inside the subject's brain, and the only thing inside the subject's mind
Why are we
at the
talking
time
in
of the
this-
sync are their memories.
Cool place. Anyway.
Like a house with no one inside. We sinkers break into the house, look for clues, and leave. All within 6 minutes.
There's a time limit?
Yes, or else the house will collapse on our heads.
The neural circuits would become too deeply entwined with one another.
Also, it's a video game, so we need a time limit.
To put it simply, the sinker would be trapped inside the subject's house.
But all of Oliver's explanations are just for me, right? So it's kind of weird.
Thank you for explaining it. I don't completely understand how sync works, but still.
Just don't tell anyone. This is extremely confidential.
Also, in this timeline, we haven't synced into her, right? We just synced into Mizuki and Sosajima, and that's it. And we had our own dream, right? This is our dream. Then here's Mizuki, we couldn't help her. Sosajima. And we saved her life. And now she's gonna get kidnapped, I guess. Also, where is this? Is it close to Marble or close to... I mean, we'll see it. Or close to the Mitsushida's... Okay.
It's okay, I won't. Date, tell me this. Who did you sync with yesterday?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Didn't I show you his picture? Congressman Sosajima.
So that's why you know so much about him.
He's so chill to divulge information to girls for some reason.
But you've never met him, right?
I haven't, I swear.
Okay. Can we go?
Hey, Date, you saw my corpse here, right?
Hell yeah, I did.
I did. I'm sure of it.
And in SoStream, you saved me from getting killed.
Yeah,
And then somehow, I resurrected.
yeah.
Yeah.
Date, that means you're...
Date, is the cold too much for Iris?
Yeah, look at her.
Yeah, I'm freezing too.
Why were we here? Why are we talking
Iris,
inside of
let's
this?
get out of here for now.
Roger that.
Let's go eat some food.
I'm so hungry.
Tessa? Why are you here?
I told Date I was hungry, so
I've always wanted to eat here.
I'll have my usual Ota.
Can we even eat here? Because
Yes, right away.
we know it doesn't really work. Anyway, Ota flew into the kitchen. Iris watched him go and took a seat. What's your usual?
Omelet rice. Ota's omelet rice is so good it gives me stomach cramps.
That doesn't sound very good.
Compliment?
You're embarrassing me.
Well, Ota appears to have taken it as a compliment.
About your resurrection?
Iris, about your coming back to life.
Hold it! What do you mean coming back to life?
I decided to tell Ota about Iris' resurrection. Really? Why would you tell Ota anything? Especially in this timeline.
Date jumped into a parallel world where I'm still alive.
Tessa died?
Yep.
He does. Been here before? It's just
Yeah, I have.
Have you met Ota's mother, Mayumi?
Yeah, but I don't think she likes me.
yep.
That's not true. Mom is just jealous of how pretty you are, Tessa.
Not very reassuring. Whether out of jealousy or otherwise, she still doesn't like Iris.
Where's your mom?
She's in the living room. I think she's watching TV.
How about you? What are you doing here?
I was just doing some meditation, lying on the ground.
He means sleeping.
Date, why are you with Tessa?
Jealous?
We are
Is he gonna say it?
Not Shovel Forge.
on a date.
Oh, a date. Huh. A date?
I'm on an investigation, and she wouldn't let me go.
Date, I have some delicious fugu eggs. I promise they're not poisoned. Would you like some?
No thanks. I'm fine.
You're still looking for him?
Yeah, no one knows anything
Well,
about him.
like I told you before, I don't know. Yeah. My dad taught me when I was little.
You're making me something too, right?
Sure. My treat, Date.
Cooking in the kitchen. Parallel world.
Hey, can you tell me about this parallel world idea in more detail?
Oh, sure. How should I explain this? Well, oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, if we tie, nothing happens.
What's
We just
this?
shake hands.
Like a cucumber or something?
If I win, you
That's
have
like a
to give me
shaker.
something.
I don't know what this is.
What if I win?
I'll do anything.
What?
Anything?
Date.
Mm-hmm.
Relax.
Anything.
What are you doing with the hands?
Date, your heart rate is rapidly increasing. Why exactly is that?
All right, let's do this.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Oh man. Scissors.
Shoot. Yay, I won.
Oh, no. You see, this looks like scissors, but it's actually paper.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, why did I throw out scissors? Why?
You're really not taking this well.
So I get my prize.
I don't have any money.
I wonder if she just wins every time or
I
if.
don't want money. Instead,
Yeah,
can you pet my head
Bro, I know you don't have a dad, but you don't have
and
to.
say Iris is a cutie? The cutest person in the whole wide world? A cutie angel?
Ota's gonna explode if I do that.
fine. Iris is a cutie.
No. Put your heart into it.
Iris is a cutie, the cutest person in the whole wide world. A cutie angel.
I repeated the whole thing while petting Iris on the head. This timeline is like the degenerate timeline.
We just played
What's
rock, paper,
going on,
scissors,
dude?
right? I won and you pet me.
There we go. She's gonna explain it. That's what I thought would happen.
But in a different timeline, maybe we tied. Or maybe I obeyed your orders and did something really scandalous.
Rewind time, do it now!
I do not have that functionality.
So those timelines are what I'd call a parallel world.
So you think I jumped from a world in which you were dead to this one where you're alive?
That's what I think.
Huh. Parallel world, huh? Can't believe it, but...
Sure you can. Parallel worlds exist. Do you know about the Mandela effect? Or the Booba Kiki effect?
What does that prove
Or the
anything?
100 million balls? If I explain that, would you believe me?
100 million balls? I don't know what that's about.
Sounds really interesting, Tessa. I know some urban legends like that. The spatial temporal man, and the lost friend, and the story of two sisters.
Okay, I think we're getting a bunch of files from this. So I've heard people talking about it. Not gonna explain it? Cool. Oh, I'm gonna explain it now. Nice. I've heard about this, the shapes that have different...
Dante, look at this picture. There's a famous experiment regarding this picture. You show this image to people around the world and ask a question. Which one is Booba and which one is Kiki? Believe it or not, 98% of people asked have the same answer.
Of course. I never understood really the thing behind this. I think it's more... There may be something interesting about it that I'm just not seeing. But just because of how the fricatives or whatever... no, not fricatives, I don't remember these words from what's the word? I don't know. I saw it in linguistics, and it's just how it sounds are related to this, right? Obviously.
Isn't that weird?
No.
In other words, everyone thinks that Booba is a certain way and Kiki is the other. It applies universally across languages and cultures. It's like something ingrained inside all humans.
It's just about sound, right? Doesn't sound too interesting. Can we keep talking about it?
Like worshipping the sun and the sea. Or thinking that the mother is soft and the father is jagged. Regardless of your culture or background, you probably think this way. It's what Jung called the collective unconscious. There exists a second psychic system of a collective, universal, and impersonal nature, which is identical in all individuals.
Wow.
That's what Jung said about it. Think of it like bamboo. Bamboo stalks look like individual plants since they're separated. But underground, they're all connected. Human psyches might be like that too. Connected at a subconscious level.
Well.
That's...
The parallel world?
Yeah! You saved me in the dream, right? And dreams are all about our subconscious minds. So if you follow the roots...
You get to another bamboo stalk.
Yeah, something like that.
100 million balls.
This world is full of really interesting stuff. But you know the most interesting thing of all?
No, what?
That humans exist at all.
The universe developed in a very particular way to get here. If things were even slightly different, well, the galaxies and solar system and all of that might not have existed at all.
And that means humans would never be born. And even if everything happened exactly like that, the probability of human life developing is extremely low. And yet, here we are.
What is this about?
Imagine a box full of ping pong balls, labeled 1 to 100 million.
100 million?
Would you be able to pick out the one?
Not likely.
But what if there were 100 million of you?
Well, then one of us would definitely pick up the one.
Exactly! The birth of humanity is so improbable that it's basically a miracle. But if there were multiple universes...
Then it wouldn't be strange that at least one of them had humans in it.
Cool.
She is describing the anthropic principle. I may have underestimated her intelligence.
Yeah. Cool. I've heard about this too. I think everyone has.
Well, yeah. The former president of South Africa. He helped abolish apartheid.
Thanks for the
He died in
exposition.
2013, but a strange thing happened. When the news broke, people all over the world thought, didn't Mandela die in prison in 1980? That's the Mandela effect. It's when your memory and history have discrepancies. There are lots of examples, like the name of this kid's book with the bears having different spellings, or people remembering that Kennedy was assassinated in a 4-seat car, but in our world, he was in a 6-seat car.
Huh. I thought it was a 4-seater too.
Or that electric mouse from that video game. You probably remember the tip of its tail being black.
It wasn't?
Nope, it's all yellow. And the design didn't change.
Oh.
Lines from movies, company logos, historical events, and little things. The Mandela effect is everywhere. Why do you think that is?
Because those memories are from parallel worlds?
That would explain it, I guess.
Well, if you want to believe that. Alright, so sitting. Okay, cool stuff. Good chat. Oh, he said stuff as well. I mean, let's keep learning, I guess.
Yeah, it's sort of like a common experience. A lot of people have experienced waking up in an uninhabited world they've never seen before. and most of them describe seeing the same person. The spatial temporal man.
Yeah, well, this guy is more like what he said before, like urban legends and
He's
stuff.
supposed to be an ordinary old man wearing work clothes. Spatial temporal man guides people back to the real world. He tells them, this world is not for you, or something.
I'd like to meet him someday.
Others?
So, this elementary school kid, let's call him C. He goes to school and there's a bunch of things on the floor. Postcards, towels, a coffee cup, rice bowls, a sink, lots of stuff. But C realized that those were all things from his own house.
How did they get to the classroom?
No one knows. It's not like anyone did it on purpose or there was a thief or anything.
Maybe something happened that made two parallel worlds fuse.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Two sisters.
So, there's this girl. Let's call her B. She's practicing piano in her room, and her little sister is watching TV in the same room. B asks her to turn the TV volume down so she can hear her piano playing, you know? So B goes back to practicing, playing a little bit. But her sister doesn't turn the volume down. She's not listening at all. So B turns around to scold her. She was really gonna let her sister have it, but she's gone. She's nowhere to be seen. She thinks, I wonder where she went. But then B hears her sister at the door. I'm home. B runs to the front door and sees her sister and her parents standing there. So B asks, when did you go outside? But her mom says, what are you talking about? She went shopping with me. B is really confused by all of this, of course. She asks her little sister about it, and she learns that her favorite TV show was on. And before she went shopping with her mom, she was deciding whether or not she wanted to stay and watch it or not.
Okay.
So depending on her decision, a parallel world was made.
Yeah. What B saw might have been from the world where her sister stayed behind.
That's cool. That's a cool concept.
There's this kid, A. He's in elementary school. Well, A had this close friend named Suzuki. One day, after school, they're walking home together. A turns around to tell Suzuki a joke, and Suzuki is laughing his butt off. And he's laughing and laughing, and he laughs so hard that his eyes fall out of their sockets.
What?
What?
Well, they were hanging down out of his eye sockets. The nerves were still connected, but A is of
That's
course in
nice.
shock and doesn't know what to do. Suzuki just takes his eyeballs and jams them back into his eye sockets and keeps walking like nothing happened. So A asks him about it. Like, hey, are you okay? Your eyes fell out. A is really concerned for his friend, you know? But Suzuki just says, yeah, I'm fine. He doesn't say anything about it. And by now, A is really curious. But he's not getting any answers. So they just part ways and go home. The story only gets weirder from here. The next day, A goes to school, and Suzuki's not there. A is confused and asks his teacher about it. Hey, where's Suzuki today? And the teacher says, Suzuki? Who's that? There's no Suzuki in this class. A says, what are you talking about? And he goes and asks all of his classmates about Suzuki. They all say the same thing. I don't know him. There's no Suzuki in this class.
So that kid must have jumped into a parallel world without Suzuki.
That's a really cool concept for like a horror
That's
something.
what I think.
Cool. This is really nice.
Couldn't Suzuki just be an imaginary friend or something?
No, A was really serious about remembering Suzuki.
It is weird. And there's no way you can pop your eyeballs back in like that.
Well, not necessarily. There's such a thing as a dislocated eye. It actually isn't too hard to put your eye back in if it falls out.
Really?
Ota is correct. Dislocated eyes are easy to replace in their sockets.
Maybe for you.
As long as none of the nerves or blood vessels were damaged, there are usually no lasting negative effects either.
But that doesn't prove this Suzuki exists.
Well, I guess not, but... I know a ton of stories like this.
This is really cool.
Like being suddenly transported 1 year into the future, and there's a missing persons report out for you. You look down at your phone, but you realize that it's not yours. It's not the one you remember having. You look through the contacts, and it's filled with names you don't recognize.
Sounds scary.
There's more, too. Like this town where everyone is Japanese,
No way.
but they're speaking a completely different language. And all the signs and magazines and stuff have different letters.
What?
And it's not like Korea or China. It's the Japan we know, but the language is different.
That's a prime example of a parallel world.
Okay.
When did you two get so knowledgeable?
Oh, I don't know.
Tessa is always writing about this stuff on the internet. That's why I decided to research it too.
There we go.
That's how I learned all this stuff. Oh, hey, I know about conspiracies and secret societies too.
Of course you do.
I find that stuff fascinating. If you want, we could talk about those.
Maybe next time. Now where's that omelet rice?
That's cool. I think the Japanese are really good with all that urban legends and ghost stories and all that stuff. So that's really cool to hear. Ota brought the dish over. Oh, cool. Laid out an omelette rice in front of me and Iris. Iris grabbed her spoon with a huge smile on her face.
Bon appetit!
She picked up a spoonful. Has to be really tasty. I never had one. I mean, I've had an omelette, but just not like this. No, actually, try to pick up a spoonful. What? She tried, yeah. She's having trouble. Has like either like some nervous problem, like similar to her mom, like it looks now, but probably some cognitive stuff because she had trouble like staying awake and stuff. So
Tessa,
kind of
are
weird.
you okay?
Something's going on. Are we gonna learn about this? Can you tell us about your visitor and stuff before you friggin' die?
I'm fine. My hand slipped. Let's eat.
Wow, did someone just follow? That was random. I was not expecting that. Iris and I ate the omelette rice in near silence. I was thinking, like, what is that sound in the game? Like, I thought it was like similar to when Date remembers something, or thinks he remembers something, but no, it was just a follow. There was no conversation, just the sound of the spoon hitting the plate. The diner echoed with it, and before long.
Thanks for the food.
Okay, something's going on with her. Iris was totally re-energized. Her face was back to her usual easy smile.
That was good. Ota, your omelet rice is seriously the best.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
Aw, thanks. I owe it to my dad. He taught me well.
I paid for the food and stood to go.
Let's get going, Iris.
Also, our date is over, so you might as well
Soon.
start talking. But something's telling me she's gonna get kidnapped. Marble, yeah, there we go. That's where it is. This image. That was kind of a spoiler from the flowchart, honestly. But well. Oh, if we can get her to talk before we get there.
Hey,
Mama.
It's me.
Dante, honey, what's up?
I'm heading over now.
Glad to hear it. Maybe I'll close the place a little early for you.
Sorry, but I'm with someone.
With someone?
A girl named Iris.
What? Is she a virgin?
Bro.
Huh?
I'm not gonna answer that. Anyway, remember what we talked about?
There's a regular here who was good friends with Ren. They should be here tonight.
I forgot. I forgot about this.
Oh, right.
Are they coming tonight?
Yes, I promise.
All right, then I'll see you there.
Okay, I'll be here.
How are you talking on your phone without earphones?
I was too lazy to explain it properly, so I came up with a
I
lie.
have an earpiece implanted in my ear.
Wow, cool.
Another call came in. Yeah, we're not gonna get to talk to her about the visitor, I think, before we get there.
Date, it's the boss.
I have a bad bad feeling about this.
Okay, Dante, tell me the situation.
Why is she smiling like that?
Did you find number 89?
If I did, I would have told you.
Uh-huh. I see.
What was that about?
That was a cry from deep within my heart, Dante. Do you realize how screwed I am? Go find number 89.
If I find Renju, I find number 89. I'm gathering information on Renju's whereabouts now.
Where?
I told her I was going to Marvel with Iris, and about who I was expecting to see there.
Wait, are you trying to get her drunk?
Bro.
She's not 21.
And if she wasn't a minor? Well, whatever. I'm sure you have a good plan. Find those two and arrest them. Got it?
Cool. Yeah, so we didn't get to talk to Iris at all, which is gonna bite us in the ass because we're never gonna know who it was. It was probably 89 or Renju who visited her. But no,
So this is Golden Yokocho.
I feel like she would have said something if it was 89, because it was like her mom's ex,
First
right?
time here?
Yeah.
Let's see if there's anything we can do to stop it. Or maybe they were like two branching paths from there or
Marvel's right
something.
over here.
It's usually on Insomnia, but maybe this time it's different.
Two suspicious individuals approaching.
Yeah, there we go. We're gonna get clobbered again. There we go.
Whoa!
Dante!
Oh, you got him.
Dante!
Didn't think you would. No,
Stay right there.
that could have been 89. Oh, wow. It's a different game all of a sudden. Freaking lucky loop.
Damn. Who are they?
We can find out later. We need a way out of this.
Yeah, but
If I grab Iris and turn to run, we'll be shot full of holes. The alleys between the buildings are blocked off. We can't go that way, which means I have to kill everyone, dude.
we gotta take care of them.
If only Mizuki was here.
Same conclusion.
But I've only got a single revolver.
What? What are you looking at, dude? This? Oh shit. Can do some calculations now. This is really cool.
Date, I have a plan. I will give you instructions. Just move as I tell you.
This better work.
Not to worry. My calculations are flawless.
What's the plan?
You see that hangar over there? Shoot the bottom of the hangar with a normal bullet.
Why?
Don't ask questions, just do it.
Look at that.
Why does this even work? Oh man. Japan. I love Japan. Beautiful country.
Are they stupid?
Yeah.
Just as I calculated.
What kind of calculations did you do?
Date, focus.
Yeah.
Now, the burst shot. Shoot the portomag vending machine.
The portal-mag?
I said no questions. Hurry! Shoot the vending machine with the burst.
This is...
Are they all Date?
crazy. I've never seen anything like this before.
Grown ass man, dude.
Yeah, they must be stupid.
Are we doing the fire extinguisher now?
What?
The final step. But you don't have to do a thing.
What?
Hello?
Mama? There's a group of naked buff guys
Is it-
dancing outside your bar.
There's... What?
Don't use my voice without permission.
Is he gonna hit this guy coming out?
This is an emergency. I will slap you if you don't shut up. Now, we're ready. We just need to use the fire extinguisher.
Okay.
It's loaded with high pressure CO2.
Now, I will leave your eye and throw the fire extinguisher into the air. Shoot the top of the extinguisher at the perfect time.
How is she gonna throw it into the air as an eye? I mean, this game, do whatever you want. Do whatever you need to do, man. Look at her go. Okay, that makes sense. You're strong enough.
Ready? Here I go.
Nah. Oh, all of them? Makes sense. That was all part of the plan, man. Even the way she would open the door.
According to my calculations.
Great job. Got an achievement as well. Pretty cool.
This is...
My place. The building's got a security system. We'll be safe here.
So Mizuki's not home?
Doesn't look like it.
I checked her phone's GPS. Mizuki is currently at Sunfish Pocket.
Still. It's getting late, but Sunfish Pocket should be safe. I'm sure the mermaids are taking good care of her. If anything, should be more danger with us, yeah.
Iris, I need to talk to you about earlier. Have a seat wherever. Iris, those guys who tried to kidnap you, do you have any idea who they were?
After a long silence, Iris spoke. So I was thinking it was kind of an inverse spoiler, right? Because I saw this and I was like, okay, she's gonna get kidnapped. But I guess she wasn't, so... kind of lured us in with that image, but... Cool.
There's a reason I asked you to go on a date so many times. I wanted you to protect me. I wanted a bodyguard.
Oh man, I thought you liked me.
But I thought that if I told you the truth, you wouldn't believe me.
I mean, if you would have told me who visited you from the get-go, but you're a bitch. You don't want to talk.
That's why I didn't tell you. But now, I'll come clean. My life is being threatened by a secret society. They're called the Nizet Laws. A group under the control of the Wajet system. Their ultimate goal is to complete X00639.
She's messing with us, right?
I discovered them and what they were up to, and now... Date, please help me! They're going to kill me!
Wait. Slow down.
Oh, okay. Nice a lot.
It's spelled Naixatloz. Sometimes they just call themselves the Nice.
The Nice.
They're deeply connected to the Wajet system. Their organization is everywhere. International politics, business leaders, all operating in secret.
Okay. project.
In geosynchronous orbit around the equator, longitude
Oh.
100 degrees east.
What are you doing, man?
Satellite. It's about 150 feet
Oh,
long.
I got the achievement for the 100 appendix files. So
Quite big for a
getting some
satellite.
info. Pretty cool.
True. Most satellites are between 5 and 10 feet long. The International Space Station is roughly 330 feet long. So this satellite she is describing is about half as big.
Okay.
It's always in the same place, and there's no doubt that it's man-made. But by who? And when it was launched, no one knows.
Also true. The first to discover this satellite was a space advocacy group in Japan.
It could be that there's something like actually big in this game because we need like big explanations to whatever happened to you and whatever people are keeping from you. It could be like a huge conspiracy.
It was
or
on the news
something.
for a short while. No one could identify it precisely.
Also, there's some powerful people like Sosjuma, so
Most people thought it was some secret US military satellite and that was it. But that's not the truth. X00639 is a super-powered radio transmitter.
Radio.
Transmitter.
But it's not complete. It's still being built. And that's what they're trying to do. That's what Wadjet wants them to do.
okay.
Well, you know about the Wadjet system, right?
It's the core of artificial intelligence.
Do you know where it came from?
Oh, I just realized I'm gonna save because this game has crashed on me so many times. Just gonna save before I have to redo one whole hour of the game.
It was developed by the American tech conglomerate Elgorg,
Elgorg.
but no specifics have been revealed.
Basically, the Wadjet system artificial intelligence is from outer space. It
Okay.
was transmitted to Earth in binary as radio waves. They were caught by the space dev team at Elgorg, and when they decoded it, they found that it was a truly incredible source code. That's the code they used to create the Wadjet system.
Is this true, Iba?
I believe that.
It is patently ridiculous.
Do we believe her? So to summarize Iris' story, the Watcher System AI was built by decoding radio waves sent from outer space. A secret society called Nice or Nice knows the secret of the Watcher System and obeys its will. Their ultimate goal is to complete the radio transmitter satellite X00639. Oh, we keep going, okay. Why are they building it?
I managed to learn that too. They're building X00639 so they can transmit their own data to a planet far away. If they contact a sentient species, then the process will repeat itself again. That species will decode the signal, create an AI, then builds a radio transmitter. Because they're an AI, they can create copies of themselves for transmission. Doing this over and over means that Wadjet will eventually spread across the universe.
And after that?
After that,
Yeah. After they're spread all over space, what do they do next?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, why do humans have children?
What?
It's the same thing. Wadjet is alive. They want to spread across the universe. That's their destiny.
Okay.
Nyes and Wadjet have a mutually beneficial relationship. Wadjet can control stock prices. Nyes benefits from that. In return, Nyes helps Wadjet's ultimate goal. That's why Nyes is in militaries and corporations all over the world, to help build X00639.
Alright.
Let's say that one day Wadjet shows up on your computer screen.
Why does she know all this too?
Hi, guys.
Like if,
Nice
if
to
it's
meet you.
if anything's real.
Want to help us out? Do you really think humans would help? Most people would probably think their PC has a virus or something, or they'd panic and try to remove them. I don't know what would happen. I'm sure Wadjet made their own predictions, and they thought it was best to control certain parts of humanity from behind the scenes. But they needed some kind of direct influence. They can't build a satellite by themselves, right? That's why they created Nyset laws.
Okay. Makes sense.
All right, I get it.
You do?
Not really, but she doesn't need to know that. But listening to your explanation, Nyes doesn't sound like a bad organization.
No, that's not true. Think of how much money and resources are going to Nyes. Think of how many people are suffering in poverty, and all the wars happening across the planet, and human trafficking and slavery. Nyes has the power and resources to put an end to all of that, but they don't. They only care about themselves, and they'll do anything to protect their own interests. They'll kill if they have to, which is why I'm being targeted, because I found out their secret.
How? This is what I want to know.
Well, I can't say yet.
Aw, buddy. Maybe... I mean, if any of this is real, she could have learned from 89 or Sosajima. Well, not Sosajima.
But it's true. Believe me. Nyes is dangerous.
This is weird.
You have to understand, Date.
Because I'm starting to... Like, I tend to believe her, sorta.
You saw my dead body.
Is this where this is going, or...?
Do you think that you were killed by Nyes in the parallel
If
world?
she's messing with us, then it's quite a prank.
Yes, I think so. You're the only person I can trust.
Okay.
Please, don't leave me. You have to protect me.
Well, we have seen her get killed, so there's some truth to it, at least. So let's try to protect her. Think. Are we sure? We're gonna do this for the first time ever? Let's do this. Iris' story is, well, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't believe a word of it. But it is true that she was almost kidnapped by some mysterious group, and she was killed. And it's true that I saw her dead body in the cold storage warehouse. And if that happened in a parallel world...
Date, you can't tell me that you actually believe this.
It sounds kind of cheap. We'll see how... We'll see if this is true or
System too, right?
how they go about it.
So what if I do?
Yeah, she's too reluctant
Do you
to.
suspect me, Date?
Yes.
Do you think I'm an agent of Nyes?
I mean, we can't know.
Fine. This can be solved easily. Why not look into her mind? Then you will discover if her story is true or not.
Well, Iris' Somnium was traumatizing,
Sync.
so...
Of course.
Are we doing this? Headquarters? Okay, we'll do it next time. Cool, very cool. Hopefully she's not lying. It sounds very interesting. But it's also really cool that we could see all of this. Like, if there's an actual organization like this, it's cool that we saw all this story without actually knowing anything about this. So we'll see if that is true. Also, I really want to go back here and see what happened with Boss. Hopefully soon. That's still blocked, right? Like, it should... I think they'll let me know when it's open. Yeah. Proceed through more of the story. Now let's see our files. We have a few, not people, just appendix. Algoric. An enormous multinational corporation headquartered in California, specializing in internet-related services such as online advertisement technology, search engines, cloud computing, software, and even hardware. For the past 10 years, they have also been developing spacefaring technology and rockets. This blood-brain barrier. The brain's defense mechanisms, sometimes called the BBB, prevents harmful substances in the bloodstream from reaching brain cells. It is not a hard barrier like bone, but instead a semi-permeable membrane of endothelial cells. Iva said that only objects of 0.4 nanometers or less can pass through, but that is not technically true. Some vitamins, amino acids, and glucose can pass through the exact mechanism. Though the exact mechanism for this is unknown. Okay. So this is a real thing, or a conflict. Why are you having this? A disagreement, contradiction, or clash. In computer terms, multiple tasks competing for the same file or memory area can cause conflict, which could result in system failure. In game development, conflict arises when two or more people try to edit the same file at the same time. Conflict is also, of course, common amongst humans. BFF. Another way of saying best friends forever, an old saying that might be completely dead by the time this game comes out, but I'm gonna keep it in there anyway. That's really cool. Geostationary satellite, a satellite that remains in a fixed position at all times when seen from the ground. I need to drink water. Geosynchronous orbit refers to orbiting the Earth. Oh, I got choked up. One sec. Orbiting the Earth along the equator at a height of many miles. Such a satellite will revolve around the Earth at exactly the same speed as Earth's 24-hour rotation. Space Advocacy, a group of enthusiasts who track small celestial bodies near Earth, such as comets, asteroids, and meteoroids. I couldn't use the exact name because it might have made people in Japan upset, but it goes without saying that this group discovered the satellite. It's cool to have these in case we forget and they actually become something important. Shoot, what some people say when throwing out their hand in rock, paper, scissors. Okay, very cool file. Thank you very much. Sup, girl? Blow those bows away. Phrases that only the cool kids like Iris use as a signifier of an in-group. Don't misuse or misspeak it. Yeah, don't say blow those boys like she did. We're going still with difficult stuff. Anthropic principle. The concept that observations in the universe must be compatible with life capable of observing it. Imagine, for example, the surface of a table. On this table there is a hole with a complicated shape. Countless objects are dropped into the hole, but unless they match perfectly, the object will not pass through. Now imagine that myriad objects were dropped toward the hole over an infinite period of time. Eventually, one object will fit perfectly in the hole. Let's call this object X. If X could think, it would observe that to pass perfectly through the hole the way it did, the hole had to be exactly the same shape. They might even think that it could only and must be that exact shape. This is an anthropic principle. So they were using this to say that if there are infinite universes, then obviously at some point humanity is going to show up, right? So it's not that crazy when you think about it. Fugu eggs. The fugu is a kind of pufferfish. It's filled with tetrodotoxin and extremely toxic. The lethal dose from oral ingestion of tetrodotoxin is 1 to 2 milligrams, which is said to be about 850 times the potency of potassium cyanide. Yeah. So when they're really careful when they eat these the pufferfish. For some reason they want to eat it. I guess it's tasty. Jung, Carl Gustav Jung, Swiss psychologist and psychiatrist, most famous for his collective and conscious theory, which claims that uncertain images and ideas are shared by all mankind, which could explain phenomena like the Mandela effect. All these conversations were really cool, honestly, and it's cool to have the files. There are not that many left. Hopefully we can get them all eventually. No photos because no Somnium, that's fine. And that's about it. So next time we're gonna go to headquarters, sync with Iris, see what we can find, see if she's telling any semblance of truth about this organization and stuff. Hopefully yes, or hopefully not. I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep it grounded, if I want it to be part of a great thing, but it could help explain some of the mysteries left in this game. So we'll see. So that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Have a good one, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.